Hey, how's it going? Chef B Live here in Studio City, California, all the way from
Norway.
We have Trine. Woohoo! How are you doing today?
I'm fine. I'm so happy to be here with you.
Yay! So I am much more happier than she is to have her here.
Oh, thank you.
So yeah, we just made a really cool recipe before, and now we're gonna make another one. So, what am I gonna make?
I think it's a dressing.
Exactly.
Yeah, and a salad.
I did make a salad and a dressing the other night. I was given an opportunity to make some superfood recipes for her and her partner John, and so I made the wild rice dish, the green wild rice.
Amazing wild rice.
And yeah, exactly. You gotta try that one. Definitely try it.
It's the best. You have to.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I guarantee it. I promise. And then we created, I created a superfood kind of rose water, sweet, it's really exotic
Dressing.
green dressing. So that's what we're gonna do right now, and we've actually even added some more exotic elements to it as well, as far as the contents of the salad that we didn't have the other night, but that I knew with this balance that it would go well. It's really cool because actually Trine was telling me that all of these ingredients are available in Norway on and off at certain times. So you might not, you might not be able to get yellow tomatoes. It might be red, or, you know, but you might not be able to get one thing or the other.
Yeah.
Or you might not be able to get white peaches. You might be able to get the regular or purple grapes instead of green. But you can supplement any of these ingredients with those, so it actually works. Cool.
And it does work. That's for sure.
Woohoo! So, just because we're here in another video, please share with us what you're doing. So if anyone missed it, what are you doing? What are you about right now? Like what's going on in your life?
I just released my latest book with my co-author Sara Chacko. This is the third book. We had the first book was Superfood, the second book was Beauty Food.
Okay.
And this is like a recipe book for super smoothies.
Okay.
We kind of want to teach people how easy it is to get your going on your, to get health.
Yeah, just to transition it in, get it in your smoothies.
So all the recipes is very well balanced, they're kind of good, so...
Tastes really good?
Yes.
It makes sense to me.
Yeah, so it's for energy, it's for when you're working out, it's for party, it's for kids, it's something for everybody.
Awesome. Yeah. And let me tell you that Trine, her partner John, her co-author Sara, they are seriously a huge heavy hitter in Norway. They're bringing the superfoods there and raw foods there, the knowledge and education there in a huge way. When I met them and when I actually started getting downloads of what they have as far as the knowledge that they've been retaining and actually building for 12 to 30, 40 years between them all, it's amazing. It's blows me away. I haven't actually, and I've met a lot of superfood experts, some of the top ones, I know them very well. And I was more impressed with what they're doing than any of them.
Yeah,
so that says something.
And especially in Norway, because we're importing most of the food, the price is kind of low. So especially if you kind of go with vegan or raw food, you have to make sure that you have superfood. It's so important. If you kind of go vegan or totally raw food without superfood in the Scandinavian country.
So when that hit me, it made complete sense. Of course, the countries that are in complete cold, snow, freezing, Arctic, of course they're going to be super knowledgeable with superfoods because they have to.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. Cool. Thanks for sharing your knowledge. What's your website? You want to share your website?
We have supernature.no. It's English.
Supernature.no. Is that S-U-P-E-R?
Yeah, and then
there's a little dash.
Yeah.
And then nature, N-A-T-U-R-E.
Yeah. But we can write it down on the...
Yeah, I'll put it at the bottom. It'll be below. Make it really easy for you.
Okay.
Cool. So let's just go ahead and start the dressing.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
So we're just going to use a blender. This is a 2 horsepower blender. I would definitely recommend a 2 or 3 horsepower blender in this recipe. You can use a regular one, but it's not going to get the creamy
Should you go with a food processor if you don't have?
No, I would use a regular blender over a food processor for this recipe. So we're just going to go ahead and start with soaked almonds. These have been soaked for about 15 hours and then rinsed really well. Now there's 1 cup of almonds in there. So now we're just gonna put some filtered water. This is really good water. It's definitely not like tap water. This is one cup of water.
1 cup.
It's 1 cup of water. So now we're gonna go for the coconut oil. This is 1/3 cup of coconut oil.
Cold pressed.
Cold pressed coconut oil.
Yes.
Thank you. And so now this is agave. You can use agave. You can use maple syrup. You can use coconut syrup. This is agave. You can also use dates if you soak some dates and let them soak for 3 or 4 dates would supplement this. I would say probably 4. Letting them soak for probably about a half hour so it doesn't take too much into the water, but it softens them.
Could you use stevia if you have like candida?
You absolutely could, definitely can use stevia. Just be aware that you're not going to get the flavor profile of this. It's going to be, I don't know if you know stevia, but there's some that are a little less sharp, some that are more sharp.
Yeah.
Like if you understand, so you can use stevia. I would definitely play around with it.
Yeah.
To find that balance.
Or you could kind of blend them so you kind of get the sugar down.
You could do that as well. Yeah. I would recommend, as far as glycemic, I'd probably recommend agave or the coconut syrup.
Yeah, and make sure that you also have like a raw agave syrup.
Exactly. Raw agave. Now the coconut syrup, there supposedly is raw source of that. Maple syrup, as I was suggesting, is not raw. Although I personally suggest using like not raw agave over there's so many options out there as far as like what you're going to use. There is a big controversy over agave in general. So it's
sugar is kind of easy to know because if you kind of just take it, your body will react immediately to it.
If you shouldn't be eating it,
you'll know it. Just try a spoon
Totally.
and you will know within 5 or 10 minutes if it's okay for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just be aware. Just really like notice, listen, really feel how it's reacting in your body. It's a really good thing. If you're super detoxed, if you have a lot of stuff going on, then it might be a little bit more challenging to listen and feel that. So just try.
Yeah.
Just imagine. Just like visualize it. And then do it again next time, and eventually you'll start like feeling and you'll start listening to your body. So now I'm going to put 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt.
Himalayan or sea salt?
This is Himalayan salt. It's also known as pink salt. You can use sea salt, Celtic salt. Just don't use iodized salt. I'll say it a million times, and I'll say, I said it a million times already.
But if they're tuned into this channel, I think they kind of already toss that away.
Totally. You already got rid of it, huh? That and the tap water.
Yeah.
But I'll keep saying it.
Yeah.
So, this right here is some kamut powder. And kamut is a really special grain. It was actually the seed I think was dormant in the pyramids for 1,000 or more years, and someone found it.
It's American pilot who found it.
An American pilot, wow.
Yeah, so he found the box, and when he opened it, it was like a few grains of it.
Wow. I mean, that's amazing. So you can actually grow wheatgrass.
So this is the best wheatgrass because it contains a lot more chlorophyll and a lot more minerals.
Wow.
And it has like long roots, so it kind of draws the minerals up.
Oh wow, okay.
A lot more than wheatgrass, that kind of,
Because the roots are longer.
Yeah.
Wow, so more vitamins, more nutrients, more minerals, specifically minerals.
So it will alkalize your body more than ordinary wheat.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool, so this is 1 tablespoon right here. And then, so now I'm going to put some chlorella. This is 2 tablespoons of chlorella.
And I guess you could, if you don't have chlorella, you could add spirulina as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely definitely close flavor profile wise. Yes, or alpha, which is also known as the blue-green algae from Klamath Lake, Oregon. And then, so now we're going to add some white pepper. This is ground white pepper. And this is 1/4 teaspoon. We're going to put some dried onion flakes, 1/2 teaspoon. We're going to put this is apple cider vinegar, but you can also use coconut vinegar as well. This is 3 tablespoons.
Please also buy organic one.
Oh yeah,
of course.
Yeah, definitely. Organic everything, please. Yeah. For your body, for your children's bodies, as much as possible. So this is some rose water. Good stuff here. Magical. And then another magical ingredient.
Ormus.
Ormus. Google ORMUS. Read about it. Find some. Take it. Now this does not have a flavor. It's completely neutral. This is only, we're taking this so that it'll open us up. It actually lights up
Yeah, it's
our
like a key.
chakras.
It opens you up to kind of get more
Yeah, it opens you up to whatever.
nutrients and energy into your system.
I mean, people think that it's just for energy, warmness, that you use it to open up and connect to deeply meditating, yoga, different types of magical practices. But just as much so, Ormus opens up the body, the cells, so that it can actually, accept and assimilate the nutrients and vitamins and minerals. So it's really cool. Good stuff. It's like a magic potion, Every time I use Ormus, I feel like I'm definitely in my Rockamy lab. Cool, so now all we have to do, we're gonna start blending it slow so it doesn't make a mess, because if you do it quick, it'll send stuff all up the side of your vessel and you don't want a big mess. So I'm gonna start slow, then I'll turn it up and blend it smooth. The great thing about a 2 or 3 horsepower blender is that it blends it up really quickly and smooth.
When you make this, for how long can you contain it in the fridge? Like 3 or 4 days?
This dressing right here will last 2 weeks.
That's good to know. Oh. Perfect.
I don't even understand how the heck that happens. How do we do that?
Oh.
What?
Of course you do. You're the best. You're the best raw food chef, so.
No, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
So now we're gonna make this amazing salad. Okay, so we're gonna put these. This is white peaches that we've cubed up. Now the white peaches, you could of course just use regular peaches as well. That's gonna go really well with all these fruits and vegetables. A lot of people suggest not to combine fruits and vegetables, which I definitely say listen to your body with that. If you're gonna do it, usually as far as just eating gourmet raw in general, there's plenty of food combining that's probably not to the best for us. So
yeah, but sometimes you kind of need, because you have like a detox or candida, and you kind of have to be more cautious.
Oh, absolutely.
But for most people, when you kind of have like a good health, I mean, come on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
let's
most
celebrate
people,
life.
unfortunately, most people out there just have not connected to even experiencing that. So that's. I mean, I talk to everybody because because most people
there are worse things you
experienced
could do than blending fruit and salad.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
believe me, people. If you're eating at McDonald's, or if you're out there and you're not really being aware of if it's organic or not, then blending and combining your fruits and vegetables are like the last thing you need to figure out, or at least something you need to figure out in quite a while in the future. Right now, it's just about, and it's important to just realize that you can eat more fresh, raw fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds. You can eat superfoods, So that was about a cup and a half of the white peaches, and then I put a half cup of green grapes. Like I said, 2 different colors. We're gonna say what color they are here. Yeah. But I cut them in half. So now here's some broccoli florets, about also a cup and a half of broccoli florets. Now these are diced cherries. This is a half a cup of diced cherries. I love cherries. I'm so glad that it's cherry season right now. Yay! So now these are radishes. We've cut them in a half moon size. Now there's a half a cup of radishes.
Oh, it's blending so perfectly. Look at the colors.
Now that's the whole point. The colors!
Yeah.
The colors!
This is really life. I mean, the celebration of life in this...
absolutely.
Yeah. It's so beautiful.
And this is 3/4.
That's one of your strengths, is actually it's beautiful inside and outside your body.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yay. It's just like every single person on the planet.
You're an artist.
Every single person on the planet. You are too.
Yeah.
So are you. So there was 3/4 of a cup of diced orange bell peppers. And then here is, now this is a half a cup of cubed avocado. This could have
Why
been,
didn't you?
could have been cubed a little better.
Yeah, but why didn't you add more avocado? Is there any reason?
No, you can. You can add more avocado. Ooh, now as a matter of fact, you know what? Now that I think about it, there was actually avocado in the dressing. Oops, excuse me.
Yeah, that's where it should be.
That's totally.
But it's so perfect that we didn't.
It was
miss it.
right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna
Scoop it in there.
We're gonna put about. Luckily, I know measurements quite well. That's about a quarter cup of avocado.
Or half of avocado.
Yeah. Well, it was a little. It was definitely not a whole half. It was like a little less than a half. But yeah.
Depending on the size.
Dinked one of the rest of it. It's interesting that this happened because when I first stopped blending it and I went to go sample it, I'm like, it's not as thick as it was before.
No.
That's because of the avocado.
You can taste it.
It's the avocado.
Yeah.
It thickens it. Here, you want to try now? I know I touched it with my mouth before, but we've shared spoons, so we're not worrying about cooties with each other.
It's actually kind of get it.
Definitely get it creamy. Definitely more of a full body too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely was missing now that I taste it, for sure. So now we're gonna put some cubed cucumbers. It's about a half a cup of cubed cucumbers. And then this is 3/4 of a cup of halved cherry tomatoes. These were yellow. You could use red or orange. There's all kinds of beautiful colored cherry tomatoes out there. So yeah, so now I wanna get a plate. It's time to grab a fork, some down there. I'm just gonna go ahead and serve some of the salad on the bottom, and we'll grab some of the.
And this goes really well to the wild rice that we have in the other YouTube.
Yes.
Video.
We already tested that.
Yeah.
They go very well together.
Yeah.
Both of these recipes that her and I did together. Yeah. So we're gonna get some colors in here. Yeah. And some dressing. I love the color of that green.
Yes.
You're all ready. You're like dig in.
Okay.
It's not like you're that hungry because you just ate, right? So she just likes it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have a bite because I'm curious, like the cherries with the tomatoes.
The good thing about this that you actually add fruit, it kind of balances out the algaes that you have in the dressing, and for you people that aren't so used to having greens and algaes, this will kind of go with you because you have the fruit in there. Okay, I think it means to say thank you for now. We will be sharing more later. Okay, bye.